Welcome everyone to Merkaba Energy Healing. So today we're doing a slightly unusual reading. We're doing urgent 5-minute messages. Like many of you, I am experiencing symptoms of the purge and my energy has been a little bit off lately. But my guides suggested that I do this reading so that we can at least communicate to you what you need to hear today in a way that works for all of us. Please excuse my ugly Band-Aid. I cut myself pretty badly yesterday. So we have 3 piles here. These are pre-shuffled and selected tarot cards that I have not seen. And they are paired with a crystal and a charm. So pile number 1 with message number 1, we have the green aventurine moon. And that's paired with Saturn. And they told me that Saturn, even though I know that there are different planets with rings around them, that's what they said. Okay. Pile number 2 with message 2, we have the tiger's eye moon. And the charm that came out was the snake. And pile number 3 with message number 3, we have the clear quartz. And the charm that came out with that was the seashell. So when you're ready, you may go to the timestamps in the description box below to find your 5-minute urgent reading, and I will see you over there. Welcome, group number 1. Today we are asking Spirit for the most urgent 5-minute messages to be delivered swiftly and concisely. You chose the aventurine with Saturn. The first thing I'm hearing is that the way that you are doing things, your day-to-day tasks, the way that you're working right now is about to change drastically. And that there's going to be a period of time in which there will be some belt tightening and then an opening. So they're showing me a funnel with the very skinny bottom and then an opening at the top. So something is about to change. Do not be afraid of the changes that are occurring within your workspace or the way you do things on the day-to-day. There's going to be a financial tightening. There also might be an experience of constriction for a short period of time. And I'm clearing through my body now. Sorry if you heard that I just pulled my chair in. There's going to be some kind of constriction emotionally for about 10 to 14 days from the time that you're listening to this. And then there's going to be a release. Okay, so 2 different messages there with the crystal and the charm. Let's see what tarot cards came out for you. Yeah, we have the 10 of Wands. Let me just show these to you. The 10 of Wands. And the 5 of Swords. Wow. So that's very interesting that they were talking about constriction and massive change, because what I'm seeing here is that you guys are shifting out of some kind of very, very high vibration of challenge, tremendous challenge. And they highlighted this idea of the day-to-day, specifically with regards to your career. So some of you might have felt very burdened in your career, as if you had more responsibility than should have been allotted to you, I'm hearing. And with the 5 of Swords, you might have had colleagues or people around you that were jealous of you and might have, I'm hearing that someone here had someone else steal their work or their work idea. And because of the hierarchy, you couldn't do very much about that. It's a very unusual message. They're also saying that you might be in a hostile work environment, and it might become, they're saying with the burden and the struggle here, the fighting, that it will reach a new level of difficulty that you won't be able to ignore anymore. So you might have been managing this for a long period of time, and something is going to come to a head where you're going to have to make a decision to leave or to change something in a drastic way because you won't be able to sustain this energy. Okay, they're highlighting also that there are two beings. Well, there's other beings here, but the two main ones here carrying the Ten of Wands and the two beings here holding the sword. They're also saying, oh, I'm getting a yes on this. So what do you want to say about these two people? I'm hearing the word partnership. So you might be leaving a career or a way of doing things behind that required you to really defend yourself or be on your own in some way. And this new way of being is going to be, you're going to have support. You're going to have some kind of support. This could be a partnership in love. It could be a partnership in business, or it can simply just be somebody who is going to be on your side. Okay, they're also highlighting the fire here and the ice, or it looks like ice here, which I didn't notice before. So there's something coming into balance for you guys where, again, it seems like these extreme conditions have been showing up in your life. And I think that's why they showed me that funnel. There's some kind of constriction opening up to some kind of relief. And that's what you can look forward to. Let's get a quick oracle card for this message for you guys. What do you want to tell? What guidance do you want to give my group number ones? What guidance do you want to give my group number ones? Show me the card clearly, please, for this urgent 5-minute message. Okay, thank you. Unbelievable, you guys. Surrender to receiving support and love. And we have these two polar bears necking, kissing, hugging. They just said that. So we have 2, 2, and 2. Unbelievable. Even in a 5-minute message, they come through. My God. I love you, my guides. Allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. And they just said that you might feel on your own quite a bit. This can take the pressure off. That's the Ten of Wands. And simultaneously nurture you, which is the opposite of Five of Swords. So yeah, there's definitely a moving out of a very constricted period where there might have been a lot of strife, a lot of struggle, a lot of burden, opening up to a greater amount of relief. There might be a call to drastically change your day-to-day way of doing things and also your career and there is a great possibility for a new partnership or some kind of very high-level support coming in for you guys. Wow, that was really beautiful. So that's your 5-minute urgent message, you guys. I'm going to close out there. I hope that this was helpful. Sending you guys so much love and so many blessings until the next reading. Take very good care. Welcome, group number 2. Today, we are getting urgent 5-minute messages from our guides. Again, excuse my Band-Aid. I know it looks really ugly. I didn't have a clear one to put on for the reading. Group number 1 was super clear, so I'm going to ask my highest and best spirit guides to please come through with very clear messages for my group number 2s. They chose the tiger's eye with the snake here. There's going to be a renewal of vitality for you guys very soon. You're going to have a lot more energy. A lot more energy that's going to segue into, or they're showing it to me almost like a tributary. So there's going to be this rushing river of vitality coming up your chakra system with excuse me, with the snake here. I keep wanting to say Kundalini rising. So there's going to be this increase of vitality and energy, and the offshoot is going to be this sense of confidence with the tiger's eye here. So some of you might have been feeling a lack of confidence lately. You might have felt a lack of confidence in lieu of fatigue, or I'm hearing restlessness, or not knowing how to transmute restlessness. What do you want my group number 2s to know? Yeah, I keep hearing a resurgence of energy. So some of you might have been worried that your energy has been low and you've not been able to do what you've needed to do. That's returning. And it's returning because there was a meaningfulness to the lull I'm hearing. And they're showing me, sorry, I'm clearing through my body now. There's meaningfulness to this lull, and they're showing me the 4 swords there, a period of time in which you had to rest and recharge, because the vitality and I'm getting a big yes on this, the vitality that's returning to you is your very life force energy, your kundalini energy rising. Yeah, they're showing me really bizarre dreams that you might start having. So this vitality and this energy surge is going to show up in your dreamscape, in the astral realm, before it shows up in your physical world. Okay? Okay. I have not seen these cards, these tarot cards. Okay. So let's see what your tarot cards say. So we have 8 of Swords and the Star. Beautiful. So they had shown me the 4 of Swords, which is about rest and recuperation. The 8 of Swords speaks more to that restlessness and that energy of feeling stuck and bounded. And the Star card is very much a card of healing. It's also a card of wish fulfillment. And so similar to the original channel message, there is some kind of movement out of a bondage, I'm hearing. Spinning your wheels, feeling endlessly stuck, into a vibration of healing, of calm. Interesting. They showed me the Kundalini rising, and we see the opening in the crown chakra here. So in the coming days, you might start to feel an easing up of the ties that have been bound to you, whether it be of the mind, or they're actually saying it is of the mind because it's the swords, okay? So it's almost as though there's going to be a replacement of the monkey mind with stillness of the mind, a connection with your higher self, a kind of knowing what you have to do next. There's this sense of confidence within the self, because there's going to be this less of this feeling of being stuck and this revolving of nonsense in your mind, and that's going to be replaced with a higher knowing, an inner calm, which is going to show you the way. They're highlighting this map at the bottom here, where that stillness, that place of healing that you went into, the 4 of Swords, that's very much the Star card here, is lending to an opening of your connection with your guides, which is what the snake represents here, the Kundalini rising. A lot of shifts happening in the mind for this group. A quieting in the mind. Anything else there? Okay, let's get an oracle card. What do you want them to know, my group number 2s? What do you want them to know? My group number 2s, what do you want them to know? The way that you're going to be thinking is going to change drastically, you guys. You're going to have a lot more quiet knowing. Your crown chakra is opening, because they're showing me that these flowers are purple, almost as though these swords were binding your crown chakra. And in the Star card here, there's a blown open crown chakra. So you're going to have just a peace and a calm within that's going to allow you to hear your intuition much more clearly and to hear your guidance much more clearly. Okay? What do you want them to know, please? Show me the card very clearly. Okay. Surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can do to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So there's something about replacing the need to control everything with the need to surrender and to just be in your vitality, in your sense of confidence, knowing that whatever you put in, you're going to get out. The formula for success is to do all you can do to make things happen, then let go of the results. Overall, there's this energy in this group of letting go with the Four of Swords that I saw here, not fighting for things to happen, but just being in a state of peaceful acceptance as your energy begins to shift, which they showed us in the original channel message. There's a real surrender to the need to control for this group. And the desired outcome is likely going to happen if you stop forcing it. Because in the forcing, you create that self-imposed imprisonment and you end up sabotaging the outcome because you don't allow it to happen. The Star card says that what is healing is this idea of needing to control everything and allowing the energy to rise through the central channel easily so you can hear your intuition and you can hear your guides from your higher mind rather than from your lower mind. I hope that message helped you guys. Sending you guys so much love and so many blessings. Until the next reading, take very good care. Welcome, group number 3. Today we are doing 5-minute urgent messages from our guides. Thank you for your patience with me. I will get a full-length video out soon. So, tuning into my highest and best spirit guides, what do you want my group number 3s to know who chose the clear quartz and the seashell? I'm hearing there's no other like you. Like seashells, there's no duplicate, kind of like they say about snowflakes. Okay, but they're showing me, I guess, the summer version. They want to remind you that you have something very unique to offer the world. Do not underestimate that. They're also showing this to me as an oyster with a pearl in it. And with the clear quartz, the great amplifier here, they're saying it's time to show the world your pearl, your beauty, and not hide it anymore. It's time to come out. Yes, I'm getting a big yes on that. And it's time to shine, right? It's time to amplify your beauty. So the big question for this group is, where are you hiding? Where are you hiding your gifts? Where are you waiting for your gifts to be just perfect enough for you to come out? No, there's no waiting anymore. There's a clear guidance for this group that now is the time to come out with all of your beauty. And they're telling me that your cracks are part of your beauty. Okay? They're highlighting the lines in the seashell, and they're saying the lines make the seashell beautiful. They're not, you don't want to put Botox in that, they're saying. Okay, so your what you might consider your flaws are actually part of your gift. And so don't wait for perfection. Now is the time. Okay, that's your first message. Let's see what your tarot cards say. So we have 4 of Swords. Interesting. I saw that in my mind's eye in group number 2. And we have King of Wands. Oh my goodness. Talk about coming out of hiding. There's literally a bunch of, what are these, skunks? Adorable skunk family. We've got some little ghosts or elementals telling them, hello, it's time to come out of hibernation. And with what? King of Wands. Your beauty, your creativity, your royalty, in a sense. Wow, that's amazing how that was mirrored directly in the cards. So maybe you guys have been hibernating for a while. Maybe you've actually needed a time to rest and recoup. But man, when you come out, you're going to be the King of Wands. you're going to be rife with creativity and beauty. It's almost as though you were getting your beauty sleep and now you could wake up and come out in bloom. They're just telling me a separate message that you're going to get a lot of support from nature. So from animals and plants. You might have some totem animal show up. An animal that that's not your spirit animal. So for me, my spirit animal is owl, right? But a totem might be a skunk or a fox, something like this. So they're saying that an animal that you don't normally see as high resonance for you may sort of show up. This can be directly a literal animal, or it can be symbols of an animal. And they want you to pay attention to that because animals are really speaking to this group very much in signs and symbols. And then also something with plants. An unusual way that, I'm watching my cat on the balcony hit something on the glass. I don't know, maybe you're getting distracted by something, who knows? But they're showing me this overgrown tree here. You might come across a highly unique tree or highly unique leaves or something like this. That's going to mark something important for you about this path of opening and coming out of hiding. Pay attention to those signs. Okay? Let's get an oracle card for you guys. What do you want my group number my group number 3s to know? Their 5-minute urgent message. What else do you want them to know? My highest and best spirit guide, show me clearly, guided only by the one. Show me the card clearly, please. Okay, thank you. And we have surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Somewhat similar message in group number 2. Interesting. So there is something about the Four of Swords and the King of Wands showing up here, basically saying the same message. Perhaps the Four of Swords is something that you're imbibing in, and it's supposed to be combined with this coming out energy where you're meant to balance this energy of amplification with not constriction, but maybe selected times of going inward. So there's something about this group understanding that when you come out for all to see you, it should feel effortless, very much like this woman swinging on the swing. She's bare. I should probably cover this up, right? She's bare and letting herself be seen by the world very freely here. And this idea of effortlessness really sends that message home about perfectionism and not needing to rely so much on everything to be perfect, but letting things authentically flow. And authenticity is sort of the name of the game for this group, is allowing yourself to be fully seen in all of your cracks and all of your beauty, and those being synonymous terms in a lot of ways for this group, not waiting for perfection, but allowing effortlessness to come through your authentic selves. And that's it. That's all they want to tell you guys today. All right. Thank you so much for your patience. And I just want to send you guys so much love and so many blessings. I hope this reading was helpful. Until the next reading, take very good care.